Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And tonight I have something very serious and very important that every single online marketer must have, okay? So I'm gonna get to that fantastic product here in a minute, but first I wanna wish you a happy Memorial Day and hopefully have some time. If you have, I wanna kind of give a shout out to all the veterans and pay my respect to the people who has fought for this country. If you living in the USA, so we have the freedom today to do what we can do, either spend time with our family and friends and really cherish our time together, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what's important, friends and families, right? So for the rest of us, and if you my international friends, and also wish you had a great happy weekend as well, right? So Monday is around the corner, so I want you to send you to something that a great beginning to set yourself, position yourself right in the internet marketing world. And this is a topic not many people are really taking seriousness about, but the topic is really serious. In fact, I can tell you this topic is not actually very sexy. It's not a method or tool that's going to really print you the money like everybody wish for, but this is something that you really need to take considerations of. And in fact, you can take the knowledge that you have and help many local marketers, local business as well. So what am I talking about here? Well, we're talking about those legal disclaimers you must have on your website, all right? So in the past, I publicly admit I gave you the wrong advice, is that, you just go to download the WP legal pages, the free versions, right? Well, another disclaimer I want to make is I'm not licensed lawyer, nor I'm here pretend to be one to give you legal advices. So anything I say here, please go to your local, your own lawyers and verify facts and all that stuff before you proceed. But the concept is here. You need to have the right legal documents on your website before it's too late, basically, right? So you don't want those lawsuit comes to your website because you don't have this or that disclaimer. But so what is the biggest problem for average internet marketers, and not even just for beginner internet marketers, average internet marketers, big market internet marketers? We all don't have law degrees, right? We not practice with the law. We don't have a license in law. So most often we don't know what to put on the pages. What is the internet marketing law? And the fact that we are on the internet, you have to fulfill so many different laws, not just between counties, not just between states, not just between the country you live in, but cross country as well. This is so many complexity, and you really need to take very specialized lawyer to really come out with those documents. And you can see the more specialized it is, the more expensive it's going to be. So who's going to have that kind of money and time and research all this legal document to protecting yourself, right? Who is going to have it? And most importantly, how are you going to correctly presenting that on your website, not in the visitor's experience way, but you kind of have to have it on your website in order to protecting yourself. Those are the major problems we are facing as an internet marketer. Well, not until today, there wasn't really a perfect solution for that. So today, this is the reason I have invited Anton here to talk about this issue. We're going to talk about EU cookies. So what the heck is EU cookies? Watch this interview to find out. Why do you need to have a disclaimer on the EU cookies when you are selling to the EU people, European Union people? Well, he's going to talk about why. Again, Anton is not a lawyer, but he is here to kind of talk about how he understands it. Again, double verify with the people, the lawyers locally and internationally yourself, please, because we're not here. We're only here to teach you the stuff that we know, but you need to double verify, okay? So this is law stuff. And secondly, he's going to show you what is so naive about internet marketers, okay? I'm talking about all ranges from the beginner to the pros when it comes to legal document on the website. What we don't know, we don't know. I mean, this is really some serious stuff. And he has 3 case studies where people got in trouble. Now, if you're a CPA marketer, you got to extremely watch out for this. If you're doing dating, if you're doing weight loss, if you're doing any kind of public CPA offer, they require the disclaimer to say, hey, I am here to collect your cookies, I am here to collect your email addresses, I am here to, you have to have those disclaimer. In the past, there wasn't a really easy way to do this. Well, not until Anton introduced this awesome solutions here, and not only this product is going to really help you almost eliminate all that frustrations we're going to face, and most importantly, protecting yourself, but it also has a good look to it. Okay, all right, so Anton's going to be here sharing all that. At the end of this interview, he's going to introduce a brand new product of his. So ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce to you the Complaints Bar. And what I love about this is it's really cool, easy and simple install WordPress plugin. You just kind of install either for your own site or for your client site, depends on what license you plan to get. Okay, all right. And if you're an offline client, you probably can make tons of money out of this, because literally every single website on the web page need to have this. So most small business out there don't know they need this. Okay, so you can charge a fee, or you can use this product as a get-in-door product. Okay, all right. So Anton actually going to talk about that. Already talked about it in the interview. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So this is really easy and simple, and it's professionally designed. And the looks of it, the feels of it, the animations of it. It's just great. I think you guys are gonna absolutely love it. I can literally say there's no other product in the market look even close to what you're gonna get over here. And a third thing is the price is extremely affordable compared to what you are exactly getting here. All right, so I know you guys like the early bird, and I know you guys like the bonus, so I have both for you. Okay, all right, so let's come back to the interview here for a second. Okay, all right, so Anton is going to be here sharing his incredible story about how he started with internet marketing, and we also discuss how do you deal with the failures. Should you pushing forward with the failures, or is all like glamorous? Are the push button solutions out there, like you push a button, money just come out really quickly? Is that reality, or is that not reality? So you're gonna watch this, find out what are we saying about those facts. Okay, all right. So let me just give you a hint. It is reality, but you gotta do something else before you can achieve that reality. Okay, all right. So anyway, so and also inside this interview, he's gonna discuss that what, as an internet marketer, what we do know and what we don't know, what we don't know. You understand that? So why is it so important to have this legal document on your page? What kind of problem or trouble can you literally get into? If you get defined or sued once, your entire business can literally be wiped out overnight, right? So this is something not very sexy, but it's something very important, right? So he's gonna talk about what EO cookie is, what are those factors to watch out, and how his product can solve it. He also gonna do a very quick demo on it as well. Okay, all right. So let's come to the exciting part here, and that is early bird price and also bonuses. Okay, all right. So the launching time is officially at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I negotiated for you to make sure you get the lowest possible price is at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're gonna get this at $10 discount. What would you be paying for if you just jumping at 11? So what is that price? Well, that's 17. So the already discounted price is 27. So I got you a $10 discount at 17, beginning at $17. All right. So depending on what license you get, every license is gonna slash out about 10 bucks, okay? So if you're gonna get it anyway, might as well get in there early, grab the lowest possible price. So got the early bird deal, I think about 2-3 hours there, I can't count right now, but you got the idea there. Either 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. I forgot, but you double check. I have the banner after inside the video, and also bonuses. I have asked the again Anton for some cool bonuses, okay, for you guys, and you guys gonna know that by tomorrow. Okay, what that is this huge package. You're gonna get that inside the membership area once you lock it in. So and on top of his, I'm obviously gonna put on mine as well. So it's gonna be a tremendous value. But at the end of the day, guys, you get this not because of the bonus, but because it's important to put this illegal documents on your pages, okay? And so you are fully protected, okay? And in fact, I highly recommend take the templates that he has. He went to lawyer and made those for you, about 26 or 27 of them for you. And you go there, take that template, go to your local lawyers, go to someone understanding law, look it over again and tweak it to your business, okay? Because everybody's business is a bit different, okay? But one of the features I really love is for CPA marketers or for dating people, you know, like people who, you know, you gotta say, hey, people over age of 18 can access the site, okay? So you legally cannot show underage people some of the dating sites, right? So he has that solution for you as well. So you're gonna be absolutely love it. So for now, let's all enjoy this awesome interview and learn what you don't know, okay? But most importantly, starting protecting your asset, your business, your family, and your hardworking internet marketing assets, okay? All right, so until next time, guys, this is your friend Han, and please enjoy the interview. I'll be talking to you very, very soon. Cheers! Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here this afternoon. And today I'm very, very excited to have Anton back with us. It's been a while to talk about something that perhaps not very sexy, but it's very, very important. Anybody that owns a website online must have this, and that is legal documents for your website. And we kind of like, you know, we're internet marketers. A lot of times we overlook this huge things that we don't know what we don't know, you know. So that's what Anton here is going to talk about. Some of the things we as internet marketer, as far as legal document you really have to have on your sites goes, you need to have. So if you own a website, you need to pay attention to this, okay? All right, so at the end of this interview, Anton's going to introduce a brand new product, and this is going to be one of the you know, product that really going to bring out that legal documents, and he has so many features that's really going to help you easily set up with a very, very affordable price. And I think anyone that owns a website, either your offline marketer, if you're online marketer, really need to be serious about it, okay? So today is all about a serious topic here. So Anton's going to go in more detail about how this plugin going to really help you, how it's going to solve a huge legal issues for you, and all that great stuff inside this interview. So be very, very exciting about it. And before we get into this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Anton got started with the internet marketing, and most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve a level of success that he has today. So Anton, could you kind of take it with the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Thanks, Han. Look, thanks for having me back here again. It's a pleasure to be on your show again. Yeah, well, Han, I mean, I ran an offline business for about 10 years, and, you know, I saw the power of the internet to leverage, you know, leverage your knowledge, leverage your experience, and so I moved my business online, and started to sell my products and services online, and then I kind of fell into maybe the internet marketing space that we're both in, and my skill really is in marketing. You know, I've been in sales and marketing most of my career. So really, how I've achieved my success in a nutshell is through launching my own products. So my own products, my own information products, my plugins, software, those sort of things, courses. And one of the other things that I do is I work as a launch manager or a JV partner, working with other internet marketers, and basically bringing my marketing skills to the table and their products, and combining them and launching products together as a team. So that's kind of, I mean, in a nutshell, my background. I've been online for a couple of years now, 2.5 years. You know, but one of the challenges, you know, one of the struggles, Han, is that, you know, as an internet marketer, we're often a one-man band. You know, we're out there, we're doing everything. And one of the struggles for me, both for me personally and also with some offline clients that I work with, was, you know, there's so many moving parts to being online, and one of the parts that we struggle with was website compliance. You know, we didn't really know what it was all about, and what we were doing, we were just kind of hoping was enough. But also, it was a cumbersome process. We had to set up 10, 15 pages for every client, for every website that I had myself. And sometimes you'd be in a rush and you'd forget it, and when it's hard, you just didn't bother. So this product has really stemmed from that challenge, and also from the challenge that some of our clients are facing.
Absolutely, and we're going to talk about more detail inside this interview a little bit later, so stay tuned, watch that, and watch this, and it's something we all need to be really taken care of, and so obviously you have to going from offline to online, and you've been on the internet marketing sphere for at least some times now. So to knowing what you're knowing today, what would you give to someone who's just starting out with internet marketing? Perhaps they haven't found an area they can focus on to really make money, maybe the first dollar yet. What would it be your top 3 tips you can give to them?
Well, I mean, my top tip, Han, you actually touched on it in your comment, is focus. There's lots of ways to make money online, and almost all of them work, to be honest, if you give them enough time. And one of the things I think, one of the mistakes that I made personally, very early on in my internet marketing career, is I was just like a chicken with my head cut off. I was all over the place. I'd see this shiny object, I'd go and buy it. I'd see this one, and I'd do that technique, and I'd try it for 2 or 3 days, and then I'd be off to that, and it just doesn't work. So if you find something, if you're not interested, if it doesn't gel with you, but if you want to do Facebook marketing, do Facebook marketing, or sell T-shirts, or if you want to do SEO and rank websites or Amazon or whatever it is that you want to do, pick something and actually give it some focus for a period of time. Because whilst I know a lot of people want this hand, but the other thing I know, I don't know if it's advice, but whether you're looking for it, there is no push button solution. There is no one product, one plugin, one course that you can buy. That's going to solve your problem. That's going to create an instant ATM. I don't care if the headline says we're going to create an instant ATM for you. It's not going to happen. It is going to require some effort, and quite a bit of effort. I mean, I've worked with you for a number of years. I know how much devotion and time you put into your business and your subscribers, and out of that, you are making money online, which is obviously, how it's supposed to work. So I think people's expectations of how quickly they're going to make money online and how much effort they're going to have to put in is it's unbalanced. They think they can sit on the couch in their pajamas and just sort of push a couple of buttons and money's going to spew out. And the other thing is, and this is my experience.
I think when you get to some level, after you pay your dues, after you pay your time, you build your list, after you build an audience, that can happen actually. You push a button, but you do have to at first. You can't just sit there making things happen, but you gotta build your asset, build your business first, then that happens, and just want to clear that out.
Well, I mean, you one of the ways I describe it, Han, is that I've offline, I real estate's another thing that I'm into, and I own a bit of real estate, and like you said, you're developing your online asset, your online real estate, and the more of those that you're developing, or if you've got one asset, that you're developing, you've got to develop it, and like a property, like an investment property, it will generate an income for you and it will grow in value, but initially you've got to put that time in to get there, and I think for people starting on the internet, that's the missing element. And because you're right, you get to a certain point where you build up enough momentum. Like for myself, I've launched a number of products over the years, and those products are still selling. So and I'm not really doing any work on them. I had to do a lot of work up front, but now those products are selling every day. They're generating me an income, a small, passive income, a small bit here, a small bit there, a small bit there, a small bit there. But overall, it adds up. So you're definitely right. If you're willing to put in the time, then it does get easier as you move forward.
And one additional tip I want to give out in this is do not ever afraid of failure. I think you have failed, I have failed so many times that people don't see in the background. And not everything that we do, we're going to be just like successful at it. Actually, we're going to learn from our failure and move on to the next, what are we going to do, right?
Yep. I think, Han, probably that's the most important. You know, the failures are the things that you learn from the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and also they teach you resilience, they teach you persistence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think, you know, you've raised a valid point. You know, people, you know, they need to know they will fail. They will fail. There will be challenges. There will be obstacles. There'll be things that they are going to come up against. You know, and if they can just push through those things, there's always a solution to a problem. And you know, sometimes even a big problem means you're on the wrong path, and sometimes it means change of direction. And look, absolutely can't agree with that comment more, Han.
Yeah. So as long as you live, you're always gonna have problems, but you always gotta believe that you have the solution as well. So just always pushing forward. It's kind of waste time to look at what's already happened because you can't really change that. So just always have that positive mental attitude. Is you're taking the challenge, you make it better and make a solution. Sometimes that your challenge is like what this plugging was your challenge and you solve it and now you bring it to the mass and actually make some money out of it. So it's like that. Look at everything in a from positive angle. There's no point to look back and you know, take a regret on the failure. So you learn from it, move forward with it, and taking action. So all right, so thank you for sharing all that. And so let's talk about this legal stuff here, which is not a very, very sexy topic, by the way. But you know, it's something we all overlook. And just before we get into this topic, one of these disclaimer is nor me or Anton are a licensed lawyer. So what we're talking about here is based on just educational purposes. We highly recommend that you go to your local lawyer or internet marketing lawyer to verify all the facts that we're talking about in here. So let's talk about what people don't know they should do with a website as far as legal document goes.
I mean, I think that's a really, really big thing, Han. I mean, a lot of people are just, you know, like you say, they don't know what they don't know. You know, they're actually blind to what they should be doing. Now, it depends on what they're doing, Han, in terms of their internet marketing business. But anyone that sells or markets a product online, you know, all around the world, there are some website compliance laws or internet laws that they should be abiding by. And you know, also, Han, you know, if they're associated with a third party, like for example, if they're using Google AdSense or AdWords on their websites, I mean, Google have a list of compliance things that you need to be doing on your site. You know, most people don't know they're supposed to have, you know, a testimonials disclaimer, earnings disclaimer, linking policies, you know, I mean, the list goes on and on. Inside our plugin, we've got 23 templates or 23 disclaimers that they can use. But I mean, to give you an example, Han, there's a thing called, and I know you're in the US, but there's a thing called an EU cookie disclaimer. Now, it was actually came out of, I think it was May of 2012, and it was for anyone that was doing any business in the EU or selling products to people living in the EU. Now, that includes me and you. You know, I'm sure that you've got customers that are buying products off you in the EU, and basically it's a cookie disclaimer which needs to be featured on your website. It's kind of like a little bar in a lot of conditions, a lot of websites, or can be a pop-up, where you disclose that you're capturing people's cookies and what you're doing with those cookies. And now that's a compulsory requirement. So, you know, if you're in the EU or selling products to people in the EU, and the FTC or whatever the body is in your country has a look at your site and you haven't got that, you're leaving yourself wide open to a potential lawsuit. So that's just one example. You know, we've got a couple of examples, Han, on the sales page, but one of the case studies that we show is a CPA marketer. So the CPA marketer was promoting an offer. You know, it was a debt reduction offer, and he didn't disclose on the page. He didn't have a disclaimer on the page that they would be capturing personal information with this offer and also capturing credit card information. And basically he got sued. I think the figure was $390,000 US.
Oh, wow.
And the other thing which was a follow-on to that is that the FTC made him disclose to everyone he did business with for the next 20 years that he had an FTC claim against him. So he had to, anyone he did business with, he had to tell them, "Hey, Han, I've been sued by the FTC. I lost. Here's the case. This is why I got lost." He even had to tell all his employees about it. So it can have some massive consequences, not only from that perspective, but also one of the things we talk about, Han, is I'd ask your viewers that are listening to your show, could your business take a hit like that? Could your business afford to get sued, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 or $100,000 or $200,000, let alone the legal fees that you might have to incur for a lawyer to protect yourself if something did happen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something. A lot of people. I mean, we are not. I mean, well, I think very few lawyers in this spheres, and we here to just focus on making money. I mean, that's what we're here for. But we are not looking, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you really have to look at all aspects of a business, and legal is the part that we tend to have very little knowledge on, and we, like you said, we don't know what we don't know. So, what was, I think, just like everyone else who's listened to this, we all have a challenge when it comes to this stuff. I mean, we don't know what, even we make the effort, want to put in those things, disclaimer on our website, we don't know what we need to put on. So can you talk about some of the challenge you or your customer has faced in the past, and most importantly, and let's talk about how you go solving that problem for all of us.
Okay. Basically, the three challenges, Han, was before we started researching it for our own business and for clients' business. And you said this, we weren't aware of what disclaimers and what compliance law we needed to be aware of. So there was an education thing there. The second thing was, the second thing that we found, Han, was that it was complicated. Once we knew that we had to have 10, 15, 20 compliance pages on our website, it was very very difficult or complicated. It was time consuming for us to, every client site or every website we set up, we had to create 20 pages. We then had to find templates, and that was the other thing, Han, is that most internet marketers, you've got to have a template that's compliant with your site and your country. Just jumping online and pulling down a template that you find online for free is very, very dangerous. So, we also looked at, and we've done this in this product, is that we've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars having our internet lawyers and the best internet lawyers we can find audit these templates to the best of their ability to ensure that they're as compliant as they possibly can be. Now, you raised a point. We're not lawyers. We don't make a guarantee that these templates are perfect for your business, and we strongly recommend that you get legal advice. But that was another thing, Han, is we've made it easy. So those three problems: the fact that people didn't know what, or we didn't know, and our clients didn't know what to put on their site. It was too complicated, and they felt it was too expensive. Compliance Bar, the product that we're launching, does all that. And one easy solution, they're able to get compliance pages and load it onto their website in a matter of minutes.
All right, so we're going to kind of maybe show some of this in the next couple of minutes. But one of the things I really like, especially for CPA marketers out there, and in fact, if you are in a dating niche or weight loss niche, you very often need a extra disclaimer, like age disclaimer, all that stuff. And I don't see a lot of people does that, but this brand new product of yours does that. Can you maybe just give us a overlook of what that pop-up does?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what we've got built into the plugin Han, is that we've got unlimited pop-ups. So to use your example, say you've got a page, a dating website, or a site that's selling e-cigarettes, or even adult content. You can create a pop-up. You can create a pop-up that starts on your page, and sorry, I just closed that. And so what it does is it basically locks the screen. So it provides a disclaimer which you can import in using a short code, essentially saying, so say you land on a page that says, hey, this content is locked. In order to view the content, please accept the disclaimer. And unless they accept the pop-up, it won't allow them to view the site. And one of the important things that our plugin does, Han, is it logs the IP address of that person. So it logs the IP address, it stores the IP address for you and gives you a list of the IPs logged. So if you ever had an issue and someone said, look, I never agreed to your thing, I didn't know that I was surfing your dating site, I didn't know that I was surfing your cigarette site or whatever it is that you're selling, you can go back and provide an audit trail and say, look, here's your IP address. This is you logged into our site on such and such a time. You agreed to our pop-up on such and such a time. So that's a great feature of the plugin, and so you can put those pop-ups anywhere you like, and lock content on various pages, posts. So it is a great feature.
Yeah, I think a lot of CPA company will love that when they see that on the site, because get them off the hook, right? So let's kind of maybe you have a couple of minutes, maybe kind of give us a kind of a short sneak peek on it. I mean, obviously we don't have all the full demo of Hop is going to take about 40 minutes. We don't have all that time, but give us a sneak preview on what is this plugin do and what does it look like, so my audience here can have a feel of it at least.
Okay. Well, look, I'll take them inside. Han, I'll just we'll share the screen. And we'll see, just check that, and we'll see how we go. Okay. So, can you see my screen, Han?
Okay, now I do. There was a good delay. All right, I can see that.
Perfect. So where we are now, Han, I'm just inside the plugin, so I'm just going to take your viewers through a short tour. I'm going to keep it nice and short and sweet. So the first screen that they're going to hit after they install the plugin is a user profile. So you see here they have got a lot of compulsory fields to put in their company information. And what this is for is this actually populates the template, so they don't have to worry about going in and actually putting in their business name and their company phone number and email. All the templates will actually pre-populate with all that information, and there's also some other information that they can actually use if they want to put in, their product name or country or whatever, and there's short codes there, so they can actually do a lot there and customize all the templates. When you click the next page, Han, it creates, I think it's 23 if I'm correct. Yes, 23 templates and pre-populated templates for your website that you can use. So that shows you they've all been created. It uploads a custom icon, so I'll talk about that in a minute, and you can upload your own icon if you want. And so it basically, in a click, you've created 23 compliance pages. And I won't spend a lot of time on this, Han, but there is full training inside the membership site, but then you can go and you can create your own compliance bar, and I'll show you your viewers what a bar looks like in a minute. But there's a number of positions you can put it on the page. It's very a lot of functionality with this plugin. You can put it on the left sidebar, the right bar, the left-hand side or right-hand side of your website, the top and the footer or the end of the content. You can change the background color. You can upload an image. You can choose between small and large. You can put it on any page in your website that you want, and unlimited pages. You can put it on posts, any posts as well. Another great feature, Han, of the plugin is that it's mobile friendly, so you can switch it on and off. and the compliance bar will show on any mobile device, Android phones, iPhones, iPads. So that's a great feature because mobile is becoming a much bigger thing, as you know. It saves all your bars. So we've got some examples here. So we've created some bars. It saves all your bars here. You can turn them on or off at any time. You can go in here and edit them or delete them. This is the section hand we were talking about before, so you can create unlimited pop-ups on your website. You can manage your pop-ups. Once again, it gives you the ability to turn them on and off and edit them. And this was the feature we were talking about beforehand. So, for example, here, this is the IP tracker. So it tracks the IP addresses of anybody that's accepted your pop-up. So you've got their IP address and a date here. You can export that to a CSV file at any point in time. So you've got an audit trail there just in case someone wanted to dispute what you were doing. And we talked about the EU cookie bar, which is very, very important, something that a lot of people aren't aware of. Here you can go in and set up your EU cookie bar and obviously store the IP addresses. So once again, same sort of scenario here, and it's stored all the IP addresses. So now the page templates, all the templates are loaded into the plugin. So you've got a short code there that you can add to anywhere in your site, or especially inside your pop-ups, for people to accept your terms and conditions, and you can edit the plugin. And there's just a general settings area, and people want to promote the plugin or whatever. So that's a real quick run through. I think probably the best thing, Hannah, I just want to show your users what Compliance Bar looks like, because this is probably one of the biggest unique selling points of Compliance Bar. Not only is it easy to use and solves a massive problem in your business, but it creates a very, very attractive looking bar for your site. So I'm on the demo site here, and in this position we've put the Compliance Bar up the top. So here's the Compliance Bar here. If we just look at another option, for example, this one here, you can see the bar at the bottom. Can you see that, Han?
Yes.
Yeah. So
your Mac bar is kind of covered in a little bit. You might want to shrink your web browser a little bit up.
Okay. Sorry. It's all right. Let me have a look here.
Maybe you can resize the maybe move the browser up a little bit. Yeah, I think that would take.
How's that? Is that better, Han?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we look at this one here, Han, this is the. Sorry, I'll just jump on. See this bar here, which says by continue.
You know what? That's the best looking compliance I ever seen out there. I mean, nobody does like that.
No, it's a very attractive looking bar. You know, you can put it anywhere on the page. Here's one hand where you can put it on the right hand side of the page. You know, you can put it anywhere you like, left hand side of the page. It's got a beautiful hover functionality, much like the Mac dock. Very, very nice. You can upload any icon you like. So for example, we've just shown on the demo site here, Han, various icons, but if you want your graphic designer, for example, to design an icon set that matches the theme of your site, you can do that. It is a very, very beautiful bar. Now, one of the things, Han,
I want to give the audience here a site to looking for specific icons. Go iconfinders.com if you need more icons. That's free, and you can get put on your site. Again, the website is iconfinder.com if you don't know that.
Okay, it's great. I mean, it's a good resource, Han, for them. I mean, we have provided a set for them inside Compliance Bar, so they don't need anything. They can be up and running. They don't need to purchase anything. We'll talk obviously about what the OTOs are and what the options are, but within Compliance Bar, they have got a set which is a very generic set. It should fit with a lot of sites. This hand down here is the EU cookie bar. which is by continuing to use the site, you agree to the use of cookies to find out more. So they can, if they click there, they go through to a privacy policy, and if they accept it, so if I accept it, the bar will go away, and you'll see on the screen here, it says your IP address has been noted on our database. So they get a message to tell them that the IP address has been logged. And we talked about, you were talking about, Han, about, you know, the disclaimer pop-ups. Now, for some reason, that doesn't, maybe possibly because I've been on the site, Han, and I've accepted the pop-up before. But you know, there would be a pop-up here which would pop up, which basically says, it could be because I'm logged into the, it might be because I'm logged into the site, Han, but a pop-up would appear that basically says, you know, accept the content on this page. It locks the page. You can't actually access the page until you accept that pop-up. There's different ways you can feature the bar, Han. I mean, most people really like the icon. Like you said, it's very beautiful. But if you don't want the icon look, if you see here, this is just the text-based links.
Okay.
So you can just have text-based links if you want. You can have the bar just by itself, or if you wanted to, you can have the bar and the links. So you can actually have both. This is just another position, Han, where the bar can get featured. So you can have it at the end of the content. So rather than in the footer, you can have it at the end of the content area or at the end of the post. And as you can see here, I mean, it works beautifully.
And you can create different shortcode, right? So maybe for content, you can create one bar, and for end of the entire website, you can have a different bar. I don't think we need that complicated, but if they want to, they can create different variations of different bar when you've been including as well, right?
Absolutely, Han. I mean, there's a shortcode functionality, so they can actually put the, if they're a little bit more advanced in their knowledge of websites. I mean, it's not complicated. We do full training on it, but you know, they can just use this straight out of the blocks, click the buttons, let them know where they want to put it, or yes, they can put the bar, they can feature the bar anywhere on their site with shortcodes. So we've built this that they can do pretty much anything they want with this and create a look and feel for their website that not only is attractive, you know, that's attractive and eye-catching, but also helps them solve a very big problem in terms of making sure that their website is compliant.
Okay, great. So I think my audience kind of know what this thing looks like, feel of it, and what it can do. Let's kind of come back to the cam so we can talk to the offer itself.
Yep.
There you are.
I should be back on the cam.
Right. So okay, 1 second. Let me get situated here. All right. So let's talk about the offer itself here, and let's talk about name of the product, time of the launch, and who's going to be really benefit for getting this.
Okay. So the name of the product is Compliance Bar. We're launching on Monday the 26th at 11 a.m. EST. There will be an early bird, special early bird offer, Han, for your customers, which I will be sending to you, and basically they'll be able to get in early at a very, very special price, exclusive to your customers. So that's a good thing. Do you want me to talk about the price, Han, and the different options?
And let's talk about who's going to be really benefit for getting this.
Okay. No, that's a very good point. Okay. I mean, it's got a very, very wide appeal. You know, the product. I mean, anybody that has a website, anybody that sells a product or service online, you know, needs this product. You know, you've said it a couple of times, Han, it's not sexy, you know, it's not a push-button software, it's not going to generate them traffic. But if they're selling online and they've got, you know, they're serious about their business, they should be featuring compliance pages on all their websites. So, you know, if you're a CPA marketer, you definitely need this product. If you're a niche marketer, if you do anything with AdSense, if you're an Amazon affiliate, If you're a consultant or selling a service online, if you're an affiliate marketer doing niche review sites, I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Really, it does. So it's got a wide appeal. Like I say, anyone online really should consider having Compliance Bar.
It's not they should. It's they kind of have to have it sort of situation, right? Anyway, so I mean, if for whatever reason you don't get this plugin, still kind of have at least some kind of disclaimer on your website. That's my advice. But why not? This thing is going to be a very, very affordable price. We're going to find out exactly how affordable this is in a minute. So let's talk about let's talk about how many days you're going to keep this special price opening, and what exactly are they getting for the front-end offer, and then let's talk about what the starting out price is, and is it on diamond sale as well?
Okay, good questions, Han. So the basically what they'll be getting is on the front end there are two options. There's a single site license, which is $27, and there is a multi-site license, which is 25 personal sites, which is $37. Now we're putting a real special offer together for your customers' hands, so they'll get an early bird offer, which will actually be $10 off those prices.
Oh, wow.
So they're getting almost a 40% discount off an already discounted price.
Mm-hmm.
We really want to look after your customers, and make sure they get. You said it, Han. We've done that because we don't want there to be an excuse. We want every one of your customers to buy this product. We would hate for one of your customers to come back to you and say, Han, you remember that Compliance Bar product that you promoted to me? I didn't buy it. I didn't put compliance on my site, and now I've got sued. What do I do? Because we're not going to be able to do anything. So we want to make it, accessible to everyone. The launch is open for 7 days and 7 days only at the special price. Okay. Normally we would be selling the two front-end products, Han, for $47 and $97. Sorry, $47 and $67. So they'll be getting them for $17 and $27 on the early bird, and $27 and $37 on the normal launch after we go live at 11 a.m. So they really want to get in at the early bird price. It's not going to be cheaper than that. And after the 7 days, the price will be going up. The offer will be closed. And if they click on the buy button, the prices will be $47 and $67.
Okay. All right. So just want to be clear here. So for the front-end offer, there's two different licenses, right? Am I understanding?
There's two different license options. There's a single license, which is a one personal site, and there's a multi-site. Well, we're calling it personal and business. There's a personal license and a business license, and the business license allows them to use it on 25 of their personal sites only.
Okay. How many sites? You got to cut off. I'm sorry.
So 25 personal sites.
25
for the business license.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the OTO. I wish it had some. I don't know if you have a developer license, but you probably do. So let's talk about the OTO on this one as well. Let's start.
Okay. That's a great question, Han. The OTO is a developer license, or a professional license, as we're calling it. Okay. So that gives them the option to use it on unlimited sites, unlimited personal sites, client sites. They could give it to their friends and family. And so it's an unlimited license. It's an absolute no-brainer, that one. If they've got more than if they're doing anything with clients, they want to help out friends and family. It's a no-brainer. Now what we're doing, Han, is that price is $67, but we're trying to put together a really, really good deal. So all people will pay is the difference between what they've paid on the front end. So as an example, if they've bought the front end product for, say they bought the multi-site license for, say, $37 on launch, they'll only pay $30 for the developer license. So they're only paying the difference.
Okay. All right. So if you're offliner, you listen to this, your brain probably is a kind of working here, marketing brain, is you can really providing servers for your offline clients, because most of them have no freaking idea what to put
Yeah, I
as.
got no idea. I mean, I want to share this tip with any of your customers, Han, that
Mhm.
are offliners. What a lot of our offline clients and beta testers who are looking at the product or purchased the product or using it have said is that they're doing one of two things, Han. They're selling compliance as a service. So they're
Mhm.
going to their offline clients and saying, "Hey, I've got a service that I can put on your WordPress sites." For $197, I can have all your compliance pages up. I can get them all ready, and so they're out there selling this as a service. So
Mhm.
it's obviously recoup their money straight away. What some of the other offline clients are doing, Han, is because the product is so affordable, they're using it as I call it like a door opener. So they're going to offline businesses and saying, look, I can do a lot of things for you, but I want to add value to your business first. What I'm prepared to do is I'm prepared to sort out all your website compliance. I'll make sure that your site's compliant. And so what they're doing is they're loading compliant. If they're buying the developer's license, they're putting compliance bar on their client sites for free, and obviously adding lots of value to the relationship, so that once the client sees, wow, Han's such a great guy, he's done all this compliance stuff for me, they're more likely to come back and maybe say, oh, can you work on my website? Can you help me with my social media marketing? So they're using it in those ways.
And because the GUI the look of the compliance is very very professionally done. I think they're gonna feel more value to it, because the regular ones just look so boring, just a whole bunch of
Yeah.
links, you know. But this one you have that animation that's going on, and you can put it up top, and you can probably come up with the icons that match the website look and feels of it as well. So I think as a business owner, I will feel like personally, hey, there's a tremendous value in this.
Mhm.
So I think it's going to be a pretty easy sell here, because
Yeah.
this is something, like I said, everybody doing business need to do. Have those disclaimers. So let's kind of talk about. Do you have any more OTO after that one?
There's only one, hand, and I think it's very valuable. It's not necessary, but what we've created, you talked about matching the icon look and feel to the website. So we've got a pack of 10 icon sets.
Okay.
That are all different sort of designs, colors, looks and feels that people can buy to match their site or match their client sites.
Hmm.
So they've been done by a professional graphic designer, and so they can basically buy that pack. Now that's on a dime sale, hand. That's starting at $17 and going to $27 for, we call it the platinum icon set.
Okay. All right. Great. So anything after that?
No, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. We've tried to keep it nice and clean and simple.
Okay. All right. So, that's pretty much all the questions I need to ask you here today. But I got one last question. It's going to be a very important question. Kind of put you on hot seat a little bit here. Is as people listen to this, they know how important is the legally protecting the sites, and especially with 5 minutes of install this, they can have those legal documents and start preventing them to get in trouble later. It basically, to me, is a no-brainer. It's something everybody has to do. So they want to get this, and especially the look and feel of this is very professional, and that's what I love about it as well. And they know they want to get this, but everyone has that laziness or little voice in the back here says, hey, don't get this, don't take any action. So my question to you and to me is, what makes this plugin, what makes this product so unique? They need to absolutely grab at doing this launching time.
Well, I think there's probably two or three factors. And it solves a massive problem. It solves a massive problem. And to your audience, I would say a couple of things. Look at it. It's sexy. Grab the product because you put it on your site. I mean, not only does it efficiently do what it needs to do, but it looks great. And the thing I would say, Han, is that putting your head in the sand is not a solution. If you don't buy this product, your compliance issues don't go away. It's like insurance. You buy insurance because you think, what if got sued? What if something happened to me personally? I want to have insurance, and Compliance Bar is no different. So, you know, for $27 or whatever that they decide to do, they can solve a problem and have the peace of mind knowing that they, you know, have got a solution to their problem. I mean, the product's unique in a lot of ways. It's packed with features. We've talked about the EU cookies. We've talked about the pop-ups. I think I showed in the walkthrough video there, Han. It's mobile friendly.
Mobile friendly as well. Yes, that's one.
Mobile friendly. You know, maybe I'm biased, Han, you know, because I'm the creator of this product, but we have built the best compliance plugin that is out there on the market. You know, if your buyers, you know, or if your subscribers might be sitting there thinking, I wonder if I should, you know, go and have a look around and see what else is out there. You know, there seriously is no better solution than this. And the other thing, Han, to be perfectly honest, it will not be at a cheaper price. If they come back to you and say, Han, can you go back and see Anton? And
I get that question a lot. Like, okay,
I'll tell them on the screen now. Don't be mad at Han because I'm going to say no. You know, I mean, it's 7 days. It's just a insanely, ridiculously low price. You know, you know, I'll just say it once, Han. You know, if you've got the buy button on the page or wherever we are now, you know, click that buy button. Every one of your subscribers needs this product. They should get it, and they should get it off you.
Okay, absolutely. All right, so for those who are watching this, and oh yeah, before we leave here today, do you have maybe final words of wisdom you'd like to share?
Final words of wisdom. You know, for those watching, you know, I know that there's probably a lot of people watching your show, Han. You know, I would say one of the things that I would say is be persistent. Never quit. You know, never quit. You know, just keep going, and keep going, and you know, and you will get there. You know, and the internet. I mean, I love being on the internet. I know you do as a business, Han. You know, it gives you a great deal of freedom, and also can be, you know, quite beneficial financially once you get your business up and running. But you know, I think for a lot of people, you know, they quit too soon. Their expectations are, you know, are up here. And you know, and their sort of efforts, no disrespect, are down here, you know. And I think if they just keep going, they will achieve what they want to achieve. And you know, there's lots of support out there. I know you do a great job with your guys providing support and advice and education, you know. And there's lots of other, you know, great sources they can turn to. So just never quit.
Yeah, in fact, I can't show you right now, but I wear a necklace that says never give up.
Fantastic, yeah, fantastic mantra or motto to carry around with, Han.
So I can look in the mirror every day before I wake up, before I go to bed, and to know that I never ever give up, because you know at the end it's always gonna be great. So yeah, and so that's a great tip. So taking actions, you know, again, I said this probably like a million times by now. It's great to taking imperfect action and too scared to take any action at all, because when you take that imperfect action, you're moving forward. When you don't taking action at all, you kind of going backwards automatic. It's like running a treadmill. When you're not moving, you're going backwards, right? So it's great to always taking action. So on that note, and for those who are still watching this, make sure you stay tuned, watch a very detailed demo video. And so you know exactly how this thing works, how it's really going to benefit you, how you're going to, most importantly, you're going to protecting yourself from the future, you know, bad things happen to your website, basically. And so, Anton, thank you so much for your time spent with us, and thank you for sharing the plugin, and plus the things that we don't know, right? And with us, to give you some great advices to us as well, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon.
Thanks for having me, Han. Great to be here.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Hi guys and girls, John Shawcross here. I just wanted to record a quick video for you. Now, the first thing you do is obviously just install it. It's a simple install. Just upload it like you would with any plugin, and you will then be presented with a settings screen in the back end of your WordPress dashboard. And the first page that you'll arrive on when you go to Compliance Bar is the user profile. And as you can see here, there are a number of default categories which we ask people to enter their information into. They're not all compulsory. The ones with stars next to them are compulsory fields. And the reason for this is that the shortcodes, the dynamic shortcodes over on that you can see over here on the right hand side, they populate into the templates so that when a template is displayed on a page, it will automatically input the information that's provided in these boxes. So they're dynamically inserted to make sure that the information in the templates is adjusted to a particular business, a particular company name and person, phone number, address details, etc., etc. So that's just the user profile. You can't do anything with Compliance Bar until the bare minimum of the compulsory fields has been completed. But once that's been done, you can then access the other areas of Compliance Bar. Now, the first area obviously is the compliance pages. We have provided 22 templates that have been legally approved as being acceptable for online businesses. These pages you can choose to automatically create them just by simply checking the box, as you can see here, and clicking on save. And what will then happen is it will automatically create these pages with these page titles in the pages section of your WordPress installation. At the same time, you can also change the icons, and we have one of the OTOs that we were providing will be a selection of different icons that people can use, so that they will automatically be so that it will be able to fit in with any theme or any design of any website, some color ones, some black and white ones like these, etc., etc. So you will be able to just upload the icons, simply click on upload, go to the new one, drag it in as you would do with an image, and insert into the actual plugin. Also on this page, you can, should you want to, you can actually amend the template itself so that you can make it more specific to your particular business. So you just simply click on the edit and it will take you through to the actual page where you can amend the template. And that's something that we maybe recommend that people do, because whilst these templates have been legally approved, at the same time they are very generic, and it may be dependent on a person's specific business that they need to highlight certain areas in more detail, and therefore will need to adjust the templates. Now, at the same time, Compliance Bar will determine if you've already created independently of the plugin some of these pages. Compliance Bar will determine whether there are similar pages already existing on the site. There aren't in this case because it's a fresh install, but if you've already got an existing site that you've maybe already created some of these compliance pages for, Compliance Bar will this color will change from green to blue to highlight that there is a similar page that already exists on the site, and you can choose to override that and bring it into Compliance Bar to use with the plugins should you wish. So the next area to look at is the actual Compliance Bar settings itself, and here you can actually create your Compliance Bar. And obviously you just give it a name and then determine where you want the Compliance Bar to show, whether you want it on the left hand or the right hand side of the page, at the top of the page, in the footer, or at the end of the content. We've also given the option to show compliance links in case people don't want to show the icons, they just want to show links instead, so that can either be switched on or switched off. And you can then choose the background color for the Compliance Bar itself. You'll see that in a second when I show you an example of Compliance Bar working. And in this case, obviously, I've set it to white. Now you can, if you want to, upload a background image, which basically would allow you all sorts of customization. You could even, if you wanted to, try and get it like the Apple with a sort of metal bar across the bottom. You know, it's really sort of endless how you can sort of style your compliance bar. You can select the image size of the icons as well, small or large. Small icons are 50 by 50 and larger 80 by 80. So again, it all goes with the aesthetics of your site and how you want the compliance bar to look on your page once you're actually displaying it to visitors. The next section down, you can select the pages for compliance bar that you want to show as icons. So obviously, in this case, they've all been created, so all the pages would show up in here. But if you've only created 4 or 5 pages, just those 4 or 5 pages would show up here, and you can just simply select the ones that you want to show on compliance bar. We've also included a display on homepage setting, and the reason we've done this is that obviously some premium WordPress themes, Genesis, Thesis, Woo, etc., they've got built-in templates for the homepage, and you can't necessarily set a static page, or you can't necessarily have those pages to show up in the pages section of WordPress. So for people using those types of themes, you would then select show it on the homepage. And the next settings are basically the pages that you want to show the compliance bar settings on. Now, the beauty of compliance bar is that you can have an unlimited number of compliance bars, which means that if you've got a site that covers a multitude of different sort of areas, for example, maybe some part of it's related to the health and or the medical niche and another part's not, you may want to show certain compliance pages on certain pages and not on others. So in that case, you could just create 2 compliance bars and show it on the appropriate pages. One of the great things about compliance bar is we have made it mobile friendly. So you have the choice to show it on mobile and tablets. And if you do that, obviously you will not be able to show as many icons because obviously mobile screens and smartphones screens are significantly smaller. So what you will find is that if you select all of these, you'll get a pop-up warning saying you've selected more than 5, and it won't look particularly good on your site, so maybe unselect a few. So great ability there to display compliance bar on mobile devices. Then finally at the bottom you have the option to display the offset settings, and effectively what this means is you've got the functionality to be able to position the bar anywhere on your page. So if you want it, if you've selected the to display the bar on the left hand side, for example, you then maybe want to, when it's set at sort of 50, it will be in the middle, but you may want it sort of slightly over to the left for some reason, or slightly over to the right, or whatever it may be. And by using the offset buttons, you've got the option to do that. So let's quickly have a look at a compliance bar that I've already created, just to show you, and that's here. And you can see at the bottom, this is the compliance bar. Now the blue background that you can see here is actually an uploaded image. It's just an uploaded blue image. I could have selected the blue background as well, but it is actually an uploaded image. And here are the icons, and the cool thing is that obviously you can see, and we've tried to go with the Apple theme, where the Apple dock, where as you highlight over them it scrolls and it hovers and zooms, making it obvious as to which compliance icon you're highlighted and which one you're going to click on. This one here is actually an uploaded image, which is why it looks a little bit different from the others. It's just to sort of show you how an uploaded icon differs from the standard ones. So that's basically how compliance bar would display. Yeah, those are the settings on the compliance bar. So let's quickly go back. You can then go to the manage bar, and again, this is where if you want to change things, you can click on edit and just change any of the settings. The accordingly. So if you wanted to change it from from the footer to the top, you could do that. Same pages. We want to display it on mobile, but etc. etc. Save it, and if we now go back to this page and reload it, you'll see that the compliance bar has moved from the bottom to the top. So full functionality of where people can put the compliance bar and exactly position it exactly how they want. The next thing about compliance bar in this demo, in this little run through, is the pop-ups. Now, pop-ups are great because we have created them essentially to for sites that may want to restrict content based on age or based on whatever criteria it is that you want to set. And by creating a pop-up, what you can effectively do is set a pop-up on a page that basically says, in order to access this content, you must confirm that you're over 18 years old, or whatever it is that you decide to set, and a user will have to accept this in order for the content to then appear. Now, at the same time, we are logging IP details. So if I just reload that page, because I've just accepted it, my IP should, with a bit of luck, appear. Go to pop-ups, IP log details. Okay, there it is. Sorry, I realised why it didn't show the first time. It's because I was logged into the site, and I had to go and accept it through a non-logged in site. And then what happens is, obviously, it logs my IP address and it shows which pop-up was accepted and the date. So that's particularly useful for if at a later date you needed to come back to show that the pop-up was actually accepted, and therefore somebody did accept the terms of your pop-up. The final area of compliance bar is the EU cookies, and it is a legal requirement that websites in Europe have to display an EU cookie policy to basically tell people that a website is using cookies and storing information. And here you can again set it up so you want to say exactly what you want it to say, give a link to your privacy policy, and then display it on a page. And again, somebody must accept that they are obliging by your use of cookies, and that looks a little bit like that, so that you can see down at the bottom here the EU cookies. By continuing to use this site, you confirm the use of cookie to store data. You can find out more by visiting this link, and then if you click that, it will accept it, and it will also log the IP in the database so that you can come back to it at a later date for record keeping purposes, should you want to. In the page template settings, you can simply edit the existing templates that are already there, a little bit the same as in the compliance pages in the compliance page section. And should you want to, you can also grab the shortcodes in order to insert any of the templates into any pre-created pages. So that's the purpose of the template section. And then just very quickly, we've got a general settings tab, which is affiliate option. You can just show the show some text and link to JVZoo, and obviously earn affiliate commissions on compliance bar, and just quickly some promote and profit and some updates and so on and so forth. So that in essence is Compliance Bar. We think it's a great plugin. We've had some awesome feedback so far. Hope you can see how much time and thought we've put into this particular product. Compliance is obviously something that's becoming increasingly important.